Welcome to the Storyteller. If you come from a non-English speaking country or an English speaking country with a different accent, you might sound unfamiliar or different to native American English speakers. To blend in more naturally, it's important to work on your accent and speech. In this video, we'll go over some common expressions and pronunciation tips that native speakers use. This will help you sound more like a natural American. If you're interested, keep watching. A great way to improve your American English accent is to listen carefully and try to mimic what you hear, whether it's phrases, expressions, or even the way your favorite actors speak. However, before practicing, it's important to notice some small but key elements of natural speech. One useful aspect to understand is the use of filler words. Americans often use words like oh, okay, no, and oh my gosh when they are thinking or searching for the right word. For example, when someone is asked about their job and needs a moment to gather their thoughts, they might say, I am, like an entrepreneur, and I run a booking platform for study abroad experiences. In this case, like fills the pause while the speaker organizes their thoughts. Without these fillers, some might resort to unnatural noises that can make speech sound awkward. While filler words are common, overusing them can affect clarity. Some learners, when first exposed to native speech, start inserting like excessively, which isn't ideal. A better approach is to use brief pauses instead. For example, instead of saying, I am like an entrepreneur and I'm like running my startup, it's more natural to say, I am an entrepreneur and I'm running my startup, with small pauses when needed. For intermediate learners, using like can be helpful to maintain fluency without overthinking pauses. However, as you progress to an advanced level, focusing on natural pauses instead of filler words will make your speech sound even more fluent and confident. The second thing is how Americans greet each other. In many schools, students are taught to say good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. However, in everyday conversations in the US, these phrases are mostly used in formal settings such as offices, restaurants, or shops, where the staff greets customers politely. In casual interactions, especially among friends, greetings tend to be more relaxed. Instead of formal phrases, you might hear expressions like, what's up, what's going on, or even more enthusiastic versions like, oh my god, what's up, or sup. Americans often express happiness with enthusiasm, so if you want to sound more natural, adding a bit of excitement to your tone can help. When greeting a guy, what's up, bro, is common. When greeting a girl, phrases like, oh my god, how are you doing, so good to see you, are often used. The key is to sound friendly and excited. The best way to respond to these greetings is to keep it simple. Instead of sharing every detail about your life, a brief response like, I'm good, what about you? Or, what have you been up to? Works best. Just return the question to keep the conversation flowing naturally. The third thing that Americans really like is a phrase, oh my god, or oh my gosh. This is something you say when something incredible happens and you're so excited that you can't help but say, oh my god, really? You're just thrilled for that person. Oh my god is also commonly used when something is really funny. For example, if you send someone a funny video of their dog, they might reply with OMG. So when something is funny, oh my god expresses that excitement. If you're texting, you can shorten it to OMG instead of writing out oh my god, and don't forget to add LOL. I think LOL is widely used, right? Everyone knows it. The next one is a way to express surprise or amazement at someone's achievement, upcoming trip, or any unexpected event. These phrases are commonly used to show excitement or disbelief. For instance, if I were to say, hey, I'm going to spend 4 weeks in Europe this September, someone might respond, really? Seriously? As if they can't believe it, almost implying I must be joking. The reason they ask this is that they want you to confirm your statement as if they need reassurance that you're actually going to Europe. In return, you might reply, yeah, can you believe it? 4 weeks in Italy, traveling to Spain, and so much more. By using really and seriously, you're encouraging the other person to elaborate on what they're excited or proud about, getting them to share more details. In America, it's really common to call people your friends, even if you've only met them a couple of times at a party. If you meet someone at a second party and hang out together, you're friends now. After spending time together for a couple of weeks, going to the movies and restaurants, you might even call each other best friends. Of course, this kind of casual language is great for talking to friends, colleagues, and classmates, but not for professors, managers, or university admission committees. So keep that in mind. When something goes wrong and you're upset, you might hear Americans say, "shoot," instead of swearing. For instance, if you're walking your dog and it does its business in front of a restaurant, you might say, "Oh, shoot," while cleaning it up. Saying shoot instead of swearing is a common polite way to react. Another common expression in America is "no way." It's used to express shock or excitement. For example, if you say, "I got promoted," or "my company is being acquired," someone might respond with "no way, this is amazing." Or if you're late for your flight and find out it's already taken off, you might say, "no way." It's an expression of disbelief or surprise. Americans often exaggerate their reactions, whether it's excitement or frustration. They'll say things like, "this is the best thing ever," or "this is the worst thing ever." They like to express their emotions loudly and with enthusiasm. Another phrase that adds emotion is "oh man." For example, imagine walking your dog past a fancy restaurant and your dog starts peeing on the carpet at the door. Instead of being angry, you might say, "oh man, can you just stop doing this? What is going on?" This phrase makes situations sound more expressive, adding a touch of emotion. So, these are some of the phrases and expressions that native speakers use naturally in their conversations. You can start using them into your speech, practice regularly, and make your English sound more natural and fluent. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. The best way to practice is to speak with native speakers, and the ideal way to immerse yourself in the language is to travel to a country where it's spoken. Trying to practice in a classroom might feel odd if everyone speaks your language, but if you're in the US already, it won't feel strange at all. You'll naturally become a better speaker. So try it out. Be an actor, be a singer, mimic how people speak. That's the best way to improve. And one last thing, when Americans say goodbye, they often say, "have a good one." One refers to any part of the day. So when they say "have a good one," they mean "have a good day." So have a good one and see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.